chest hair out. What is going on, YouTube? I'm here, back from Hiram's garage for another video. I thought I'd talk about car enthusiasts today and the stigma with car enthusiasts. So a lot of people have this set perception, this set notion that car enthusiasts were very loud, aggressive, obnoxious people, which sometimes we are, not gonna deny it. Sometimes we are loud, like aggressive, obnoxious. But for the most part, most of us are very civilized. I feel like we're very like tame people. We're very understanding people as well. Like, for example, like me and my friends, we're all very respectful, understanding people when it comes to, you know, our cars. We understand that some people, not everyone is going to appreciate what we appreciate. With that being said, though, there's a lot of stigma in the with car enthusiasts, I feel like. And it's something that I want to address today for people who aren't familiar with car enthusiasts in general. Now, this doesn't include everyone. By no means is this like a general, like every single car enthusiast. But this does include majority of the people, majority of the car enthusiasts that are very mature, very respectful, and they just want to enjoy their hobby and their passion without being hated on too much. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about that today for a little bit while we cruise back home. Got the Z all warmed up already. Hopefully you guys enjoy the different angles I did for the B-roll today. Car enthusiasts and the stigma behind car enthusiasts. What exactly am I talking about here? So what I'm talking about is a lot of people have this sort of set notion that car enthusiasts are very, like I said, loud, obnoxious, aggressive people. And that's not always the case, right? There are like exceptions. I know a ton of like kids that are like super, and even older people that are just like super like loud and obnoxious and aggressive with their cars. They like rev it out. They two-step in neighborhoods. Nah, that's not good. That's not who we are as a people. That's not something that I promote. That's not something I condone. It's something that is very much like it plagues our community. I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. But I feel like a lot of people don't know that. They just want to show off what their car can do. And if you're passionate about your car, there's no harm in showing it off, you know? But take it to a car show, take it to a track event, take it somewhere where it is sanctioned and allowed to happen, you know? I feel like that's the biggest problem with a lot of car enthusiasts today, especially in this city. And I know it happens all over the world too, where like car enthusiasts just, you know, they two-step in parking lots and in neighborhoods. They do burnouts and they rip it down. Even in my own neighborhood, in the middle of the night, it'll be like 2 a.m. and I'll hear a car flying down my street. And it's a residential street with like a speed limit of 30 kilometers an hour. They're easily doing 70, easily. Just flying by. There's cars parked on both sides of the street and they're just flying right through the middle. And it's not safe, you know? Like, for one thing, if someone happens to be walking on the street, or if there happens to be something on the street, like an animal, even like a raccoon or something, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna hit it, you know? The message to all car enthusiasts that sort of do this or have this habit of doing this, because I was there at one point. I was a younger kid. I was flexing, you know, I revved the piss out of my car in parking lots and I used to do all the dumb shit. It's not something that I'd recommend. It definitely doesn't get you any cool points or any sort of points that you think you're gaining by doing that. And in fact, it does actually cause a lot of disturbance for people, especially if you're doing it in a residential area. It's the absolute worst, because being older now and being like more grown up and having a lot more responsibility, having a job, having all this stuff, I can tell you, if I have to wake up at 8 a.m. and it's 2 a.m. outside and there's cars revving and driving by and ripping it down my street, I get so annoyed. Because I have a job, because I have responsibility, because I need to get up in the morning. I now know what that's like. So I did it at one point too, back in my younger days. I did do that as well. And now I know how the older people in my neighborhood felt when I was doing that. And it's, I never did it in my neighborhood, by the way, but I know how the older people in neighborhoods that I've done that in or nearby before felt. It puts a bad name on all of us. It puts a bad name on the people who are like respectful, who are mature, who understand that this is a privilege, that having a car and being a car enthusiast and everything is a privilege. It's not a right, and it can just as easily be taken away from us. And they understand that, and they understand that, you know, you need to be respectful of your community, of your neighbors, of people around you, because not everyone likes the sound of a 2J or an LS or an RB or something just flying down a straightaway or like revving the piss out of it. Not everyone enjoys that sound. Not everyone enjoys backfire. A lot of people actually think it's gunshots, especially if you have something like a rotary engine and it's backfiring. A lot of people think that it's gunshots. So not a lot of people enjoy that like we do. We are a special breed. We enjoy that stuff, and in order to keep enjoying it, we have to be respectful of other people around us, right? So that was like one of my main concerns, is like, you know, don't ruin it for everyone else. And for people who aren't car enthusiasts, please don't take the 1 or 2 people that do disrespectful things in your neighborhood or around you as, oh, all car enthusiasts are evil, or all car enthusiasts are bad, or they're just like, you know, they're rebels, they're like, they don't care about anyone other than themselves, they're loud and obnoxious and rude and arrogant. Because no, we're not like that at all. I remember one time I was with one of my friends, and I was driving down actually one of the streets that we were just on. I was driving down Meadowvale, and he had his WRX, I had my BRZ at the time, and just for fun, like, you know, we decided to rip it a little bit. Okay, this clip's gonna be very dark, I apologize. Brighten up. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so he and I decided that we would rip it down this street. We got to the end of the light, obviously, and this pedestrian sort of started waving his hands. He's like, hey, you guys should slow down. You know, I used to do that back in the day. It's not good. What if you had hit someone? Blah, blah, blah. And we sort of were just like, no, like, you know, we were careful. We knew what we were doing. There was like no one around us. But the truth is, like, it sticks with you. You know, you start thinking about like, oh shit, like, maybe I should be more careful. I shouldn't try, like, I should be more careful. I shouldn't try and rip around all the time, especially on a main road. And I should be more aware of the people around me. So that's what I take away from this. Again, this was like a quick, short little video. I just want to talk about the stigma against car enthusiasts. Not all of us are bad people. Please don't hate all of us. We love our hobby. We have a passion for it. It's what drives us. Honestly, because of cars, it's the whole reason I work. The whole reason I have a job is in order to pay for car parts and pay for the car. Like, I understand that there's the thing about, you know, career and, like, you know, having a life and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Totally understand that. But my main reason for getting up in the morning is because of my car. It's something that I know I will always have an attachment to. Maybe not this car specifically, but cars is something that I'll always have my hand in. It's something that will always be a part of my life. And as a car enthusiast, I know a lot of people share this same sort of feeling with me, where cars is something we will never give up. This passion, this love for cars is not something that can be given up. Even if, you know, you have to sell your car because you're having a kid or whatever like that, like in the back of that car enthusiast mind, the car is always there. Alright, one more quick afterthought. Hopefully this gets recorded down. Fighting the stigma as a car enthusiast is very difficult. I'll admit that. It's something I think all as car enthusiasts deal with, because of the example set by 1 or 2 or 3, you know, not so great car enthusiasts. It's brought a lot of hate towards our community, and it's something that, you know, I'm trying to push towards fixing. I know me alone is not enough to push towards fixing this, but I'm thinking with, like, the help of other car enthusiasts, the big car enthusiasts on YouTube even, we can slowly start to make that change, where, you know, we go to events, we're very respectful, we're very mature, we don't two-step and rev our cars, we don't drift, we don't do burnouts where we're not supposed to, and we're just respectful of, you know, the host of the event, as well as we're respectful of each other and the community that we're in. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. If there's one thing this pandemic taught me, it's that community is very important. If you aren't a car enthusiast, please, you know, understand that not all of us come from that. We're not all that immature and that irresponsible. And if you are a car enthusiast that does that, please be more mindful of what you're doing. You know, this this hobby, this like passion is something that we all share as car enthusiasts, and don't ruin it for the rest of us because you want to show off or because you have something that you feel like you need to prove. Because trust me, nothing needs to be proved. If you love your car, you know, let your car speak for itself. Don't go out there and show off and do dangerous things that, you know, you shouldn't be doing. And as car enthusiasts that are, you know, mature, responsible adults, thank you for continuing to be mature and responsible adults. Keep it up. I know I'm trying to as well. I'm trying to keep it up, and I'm trying to help fight the stigma against car enthusiasts. But yeah, anyways guys, that's the real outro. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, easy.